I just played in my last varsity scrimmage before the regular season today, and there was a lot that I learned that I believe would help you a lot by just teaching you some of these things. The first thing that I noticed was in the first half, our team was playing terrible, myself included. I was just missing shots, getting turnovers, and it was atrocious, to be honest with you. Absolutely atrocious. And my self talk started to get very negative. My self talk went from all the positive, go get 'em type attitude to, man, I really stink. I'm a fraud. I am not good at basketball. I'm terrible. I should just get off the court right now. I gotta leave. I gotta dig a hole somewhere and just go in it. Like I had to get away. And there's gonna be games where you're not playing well, but you have to keep your head in it. You have to keep fighting through. And you know what? I had a terrible first half. But you want to know what happened in the second half? I got 16 points. I turned it around just by keeping my head in it. You have to trust in your abilities as a basketball player. I've said that millions of times on this channel. But it's so true, and I got to start taking my own advice. I didn't take the advice of next play. If you remember that video, I talked about the next play mindset. Next play. I was thinking the plays in the past. I was living in the past, man. I was thinking, oh, my coach is so mad at me for making all these mistakes, and oh, I'm letting my team down. Stop with that, man. Dude, you're over analyzing your own game. Just play. You make a mistake, you make a mistake. I've mentioned so many quotes that my dad has told me, but he said this one to me tonight. I mentioned this one before as well. My grandfather used to tell this to my dad before games, so he's passed this down to me. He said to me, Mark, remember what I've always told you. First play of the game, I want you to catch the ball, and I want you to throw it out of bounds. Loosen yourself up. If you make a mistake, if you throw the ball out of bounds, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like, stop worrying about it so much. And you're not letting your team down and letting your coaches down. I was thinking that today, but the only time you're going to be letting them down is when you give up. And if you keep shooting, you keep trying to play your game, they can't get mad at you for it. All right, shots aren't falling. All right, try to make up for it on defense. Like, there's always something that's in your control. And now, I'm gonna kind of go more on that of keeping your head in the game. That first half, like I said, I was probably 0 for 6 at least, 0 for 6, with probably 5 turnovers. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. So we were in the locker room, and my head was down, and I have a great teammate, and he just kind of patted me on the back. He said, "Mark, put your head up, man. Come on." And in that locker room, my teammates, some of them were just like, "Hey, Mark, look, keep shooting the ball. We know you hit those shots. Keep shooting it." So, I mean, I appreciate that advice, but it wasn't even going into my brain. All I can think about was those past mistakes I made. It wasn't until I started to think, you know what? I've made the mistakes. I've thrown the ball to people when they weren't ready. They've dunked it on the other end multiple times after a turnover. What's the worst thing I could do? Get another turnover? All right. Been there, done that. So I might as well play loose now. Making mistakes in basketball is a part of the game. It's inevitable. You can't avoid it. So, stop worrying about it. Make the mistakes. Just play the game to have fun. My older brother, he told me that. He said, Mark, just have fun, man. You get too pressed. You press too much. Just play the game. I hope you got some value from this. If you're looking for a free basketball workout routine, by the way, top link in the description. It is a great workout. I already have somebody that got it. Of course it's free, but you have to answer like some survey and put your email in there. They already got it and they said it was amazing. So try it out. you may like it. As always, keep God first. Good luck.